Welcome, everyone. Happy Wednesday. At least I think it's Wednesday. We've been having so many, they're not snow days, but I guess cold days down the south. They've been closing down everything. No school, a lot of work shutting down. I guess it's too cold to do stuff, but been hanging out inside, staying warm, keeping electricity and internet on, thankfully. Welcome to today's stream. We're talking about Pepper Valley. Get a little cinematic zoom out. Pepper Valley. We got a few friends in here already drifting, warming up their cars, checking out the track. Super excited. As of right now, the Pepper Valley, I guess, version 2 beta is now in Discord. So you can go download this for yourself. If you are a gold Patreon member, this is kind of just bonus content outside of the RLS crew overhaul stuff. Kind of constitutes as one of those side projects. But it's really turned into something big. I'm really enjoying it. Today we are going to be showing off the map, drifting with some friends, and discussing the future of FDRP and a few other motorsport RP events that will be going on here soon. So stay tuned for that. Welcome everyone to the chat. Carter, thanks for joining the MD series on YouTube. Appreciate it. JR is also here. We'll hear from him shortly. K Bergen, welcome. Kanader, good to see you. If you guys don't know, we're doing a livery competition, a livery challenge, and Kanader was gracious enough to make a video on how to make a livery. So if you're interested in making a livery, go check out that video. It is on this channel, but more information is in the Discord. Devin, welcome. Rune, good to see you. Ujay, hi. Grumpy, good to see you. So hyped for this. I am hyped for this as well. This is my first time kind of like really showing this off with other drivers and really getting some what I would call pro level drifters on track to test out the map. I already have a couple notes of some things to change. In fact, let me find my notes in case there's more stuff. But Cadillac, welcome. Good to see you. Hey, Grigori, good to see you too. Thanks for stopping by. I know it's late over there in the UK. We are going to be changing up the times of streaming as well as, I guess, a lot of the RP motorsport stuff just to cater to different parts of the world. So be on the lookout for that as well. Let's go ahead and pull up into the Long Beach area. This is our first little parking spot area. Now, most of this map I did show off earlier, but now we've done a little bit of touch-up work. Did go in and adjust lights, so this does work at night as well. The night performance is better than it was. We'll switch to night at some point, but not right now. This turn always gets me. It's so easy to understeer through that. Seems like a good spot. We're just gonna park sideways here. All right, let's hop back into Discord. All right, welcome everyone. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Good, brother.
Good. We got a whole slew of people here. Let me introduce everyone. From all the way, I guess, from virtual distance of the Zero server, we have Charles Perceptions. How are you doing?
Doing good, brother. How about you?
Doing good. If you guys don't know, have you told anybody about your big update, your big thing, your big upgrade?
I have not yet because I haven't finished it because it's been a pain. But yeah, soon.
Do you want to talk about it, or are we keeping it under wraps?
No, definitely we can talk about it. We've been streaming for a while. I wanted to get some upgrades and put some equipment to try to provide the best content possible, the best entertainment possible for the viewers. So we upgraded to a 3-screen setup. Upgraded to, a couple of other things, steering wheel, button box, a whole bunch of goodies that really look good for the stream, look good for the content, and also is good for racing. I think I feel a lot better. It's weird having peripherals in a racing game, but because you can only have that in real life, but it feels refreshing, just hard for my eyes to get used to. So some time to adjust, but definitely a great upgrade. I'm super happy with it.
Awesome. Well, cool. Yeah, I saw a picture of it and it looked really cool. So congratulations. And then we have Badman, leader of the BDC group. How are you doing?
Hello there. Doing all right.
Good, good.
Trying to bang some doors.
You guys are already on track, looking good. Now you are one of our first, I guess, official FDRP judges as well. So for those that don't know, we are looking for FDRP judges. If you are into drifting, if you love Formula Drift and you follow it and you understand how the judging works and you're interested, we could definitely use your help. If you do judge, that means you can't drive as well for the FDRP, but before every FDRP event, we will have our Fridays event. That's kind of a grassroots thing. So there will be some drifting on the tracks and on the map. Just when it comes race day, we're looking for some judges. So, and you brought a couple people with you, Bad Man. Do you want to introduce them?
I did. We've got Danny. Danny is I think, a 6-time competition winner over there at the BDCs. And then we got Slammed, I think, with 5 at the moment.
Got 8.
Yeah, 8.
Yeah.
Don't sell the man short now.
Yeah, they're out here every weekend, just jamming. You know, we all got all of our own teams and get down. And a lot of good fun.
Yeah, and so if you want to get even more drifting action, go check out either the Zero server or the BDC server, as they also do drift competitions. I mean, between the 3 of us, I feel like we can almost schedule every weekend out for drifting. I think there's going to be an event at least every weekend, just with all the competition stuff that we do. So awesome to see it. It looks like Slam turned his nice ute there, very nice. But we are on Pepper Valley 2.0, but we are also running the Collections 2.0 beta. So you see some unfamiliar cars. That's why these cars will be in all servers shortly, probably after this weekend or at some point this weekend. And then finally we have JR with us. Now JR is going to be helping us with a lot of productions and really just allowing the show to have a whole nother layer of makeup and look to it. How are you doing, JR?
I'm doing awesome.
Good, good. Slam sends it off. Awesome. And then lastly, we also have Rune here with us just for a little bit. Rune is one of our newest members, now kind of heading up or helping head up with Devin the Rallycross and Rally RP stuff. And I hear you have a few announcements for us.
Yes, I do. So, as some people might have seen, we've added a new class, the RLS TCA 150. That's going to be run on the 1st of February, as well as RX 250. It's going to be run on Utah. The RLS CCA 150 is strictly a production car series and will only be run on road. Whereas the RX cars will be run on a mix of dirt and tarmac.
Nice.
These events are designed to emulate more of a rally stage for those who are interested. Both events will stage in a live time trial format, and times will be tracked.
Nice.
This...
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
This is a midweek event, but since we're still kind of trying to test it out, that's why we have the initial test on 1st of Feb. As it's a weekend, we get a bit more attendance, see how iron things out a bit more.
Stuff. Yeah, if you're interested in that, do go check out the Discord. You and Hatrix are actually some of our newest members. And are you helping out with drag as well? I know Hatrix is kind of leading up the drag stuff.
Yeah, I'm doing a little bit of drag here and there. We're trying to iron out the rules, get a good rule set for our first kind of event. It should be a fun event. It's our first event is, we kind of hope to be a more chill event. Just bring a car, have fun, don't be too serious.
That's kind of the motto for a lot of these RP events we do. Is it's really just about the fun and thrill of competition, not necessarily of being the best or winning at all costs. You know, it is enjoyable to put everything on the line and push it, and so we want to include that piece. But at the end of the day, this is all just to have fun. and just enjoy the sports. And so if you're interested in RP events or have an event of your own that you think, oh, I really want to see this and I really want to head it up, let us know. Reach out, because we pull from the community often on leadership people and ideas and whatnot. So, and also Mr. Bujay is also I guess RP staff as well. So shout out to all you guys. Second, driver numbers will be going live for members sometime after this live stream. So we'll be running driver numbers, hugely important. In order to compete in these events, you will need a driver number. And be on the lookout for that. Is now coming to the members areas to kind of snag up your number. So go check that out. We have a lot of things to discuss. The FDRP rulebook is still being written. I think it's pretty close to done. But we'll discuss bits of it, but just understand it will change a little bit. Okay, that was a lot of housekeeping. Let's get sliding, and then we'll talk some more about rulebook stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and let Rune go. Thanks for joining us, Rune. If you have anything else, let me know.
Yeah, definitely.
I totally cut him up. I cut him off too soon. I'm sorry, Rune. I'm sorry I cut you off too soon. Go ahead.
I was just about to say, I'll let you guys have your fun sliding around your cars.
Sounds good. All right, I'm going to move your audience now. All right, well let's get sliding here. Should we start off at Long Beach? Let's
yeah,
for sure.
Perfect. So let me do a quick, just slow drive through Long Beach. Take fun car here. And so Long Beach, all these tracks are, I would say, heavily inspired by the real counterparts, but by no means are they one-to-one. I did my best to use Google Earth and track elevation changes and distances and stuff and widths of roads. And while they have a different feel, they probably aren't one-to-one. They're pretty close. Long Beach here starts off with this blind corner where you have to be drifting before you really see the exit, which is extremely challenging, especially when you haven't been here before or you start the season over. You have this high-speed kind of outside wall area into another outside zone as you're gaining speed. You really want to see a constant angle through here. We hit another outside zone. And then this transition can be really tricky because you have this wall that kind of wants to poke out. And then a really tight hairpin here. This is the first track. Oh, understeer. First track that we built here on Pepper Valley. And I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I did use a little bit of road editor for it, but in the end, actually most of this is road editor, but this is probably the only one that's going to be road editor. Additionally, we have a rallycross track on the return way back, which we will look at later, and we'll be racing on later. But for now, let's go check out how the drivers handle the Long Beach track. Saw them practicing earlier, and they were looking great. I'm gonna park my car here. Let's just watch from go on board here with Danny here as he chases BDC Slammed, sporting the Bastion Coupe, one of Philman's mods. Slam going a bit wide. That's so hard to get that corner right. Okay, I want to drive too. Where am I? But I don't know if I want to track Danny or chase Danny. How are you guys liking the track?
Feels good.
Feels really good.
Very tough entry, but I mean that's Long Beach.
Yeah. Try to hit. I'm gonna come up short. Yep. Oh, I didn't know someone's. Sorry, Charles.
No worries.
I had no idea you're behind me.
As well, so.
Oh man, maybe I'll chase you, Charles. You're cool with it?
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
That massive blue buck there.
Yeah, this big boy. I don't know how I'm gonna get around the corners, but let's try.
Washing out a bit. Oh, washing out bad. So much better the less people are watching. All right, you get the idea. Not our best runs for sure.
Let's get the big around there. Yeah.
He's moving a yacht around.
Exactly.
Ketty says, I need to get my wheel fixed so I can drift. For some reasons, whenever it free spins to the right, it resets the car and acts like I hit the escape key. That's weird. That's I hope you get your wheel fixed soon. That's a really weird way for it to go out. But appreciate you thinking the track looks great. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. Now, one of the things we should talk about in the FDRP rules is we'll go watch Slammed here. Is horsepower limits and vehicle limits, right? So most drift competitions go for a lower horsepower limit just because it adds what I feel like a closer battle. And I totally agree with that. They're a lot of fun. But this is really about kind of encapsulating the core FDRP spirit, right? And so if you're watching Formula Drift, you know that they run crazy horsepower and have crazy loads of grip. Now, we didn't go for race tires, but we are restricted to sport tires. But the horsepower limit is 1,200 horsepower. That doesn't mean you have to run 1,200 horsepower. In fact, normally you probably won't be running 1,200 horsepower, depending on the track. Wreck there. Let's go back into camera mode. I like the way that looks. It's nice. Focus here. Go higher. Yeah, something like that. Motion blur at the back. I've been having a lot of fun with this camera stuff. But anyways, so while this it's a pretty high horsepower limit, the tire is limited by weight. So instead of a horsepower to weight ratio we're worried about a weight to tire ratio. This is because different tracks you're going to want to turn up and turn down your horsepower. So the max you can go is a 325, which is absolutely thick, but that is for a car that's between 3,900 and 4,000 pounds, so super heavy car. I think the Bastions will probably be in that category. But then as low as you can go, if you are at a 2,400 to 2,600 pound ratio or a weight limit, and in kilograms, that'd be 1,089 to 1,224. It'd be a maximum tire width of 255. So hopefully we see a nice balance here. Now we will be running a season 0. We'll be running these 3 tracks at a FDRP level. And during that, we will be kind of adjusting the rule book, rewriting things, and just making changes along the way. So everything, like I said, is not set in stone. But this is where we're kind of starting at. The plan is to start as close to FDRP, or sorry, as close to Formula Drift as we can, and then move to a place that's still fun and engaging and works for BeamNG. You guys have any questions on the rules? I think I've sent it to most of you guys, and you've seen a little bit of it.
No, not really. I mean, it seems pretty well laid out. Really didn't really have too many questions, other than things just need to be mentioned so people don't attempt.
Yeah, it's hard to write out a lot of issues you expect to see, you know.
Right.
And that's going to take a lot of time, and hopefully
I gotta wait for them to happen.
Exactly. When someone shows up with the T series, you're like, oh yeah, I probably should have put in there no semi trucks, but I guess I didn't realize that I had to do that, but here we are. And no handbrake on that one. But let's see, what does Cuddy say? Oh, it's a grounded out wire for your wheel. That's rough. All right, let's do a run here. Oh.
Oh,
I got a, what's it called when you're like locked on target and you're expecting to like you look at it so you go that way.
Target fixation.
Yeah.
Mustang.
Mustang. I'm gonna blame that. It is hard to do that entry any faster. I'm not that great at it yet. I love the rest of the track though. This part's a little, I'm pretty slow there. Shout out to Shift Tab and his future family, maybe now current family. I haven't heard yet, but I'm expecting I'm expecting them not to be expecting much longer. So else he would be here drifting with us. I'd love to see some onboard and do a spec series with some tuning, have regulation sheets in the works. That'd be cool. Do a solo run here. I want to hear from the drivers, as I cannot get turn 1 down. Feel free to say whatever you'd like. You're not going to hurt my feelings. Don't be surprised if things aren't changed or I don't take it.
Let me get my list out here.
Well, what do you guys think? What is one thing you guys would change or think could be improved or added?
One thing you've already mentioned actually, and that's to deal with the kind of like the starting point. You know, you've already mentioned potentially adding a paddock, which would be great. As we go through the track here, we'll go right into it. It would be sorry, I'll just drive here for a moment. Oops. It would be nice to get some like clarification. Oh, sorry. Just gonna pinpoint my position here. Like, there's 1, and then here's 2.
Wait, hold on. Let me find you.
And then here's 3.
Oh, okay. So say that again.
So like here's 3 yellow sections.
Yep.
And then behind me is 2, and then 1. I would assume that's like your initiation zone.
That's correct.
Like by 1, you should be completely sideways.
Yep.
3, you should be starting. I'm sure you'll mention that in prior before event starts or whatnot, but
yeah,
it's kind of hard to dictate what those are sometimes, especially if somebody that has no idea what.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
So yeah, maybe more clear initiation zones, or
yeah. Usually, the way FD does it is they'll have a line start and a lined end. You know, and in that zone, you should. Start
I thought they used the
3,
2, 1 cones.
They do. They switch to that.
They switch. Yeah. Okay, my bad. Never mind.
They're good, but I mean,
I know what you're thinking of, bad. They did use that for a while, but
yeah.
Which one do you guys think are better?
For me, I like the
zone.
The start. Yeah, I like the zone simply because it's easier to like. Oh, I'm coming into a corner. Here's this big pad that's listed out for me. You know, maybe I should start drifting there.
Right.
As opposed to like, man, what's the 3? Does the 3 mean like I go? Then the 2 mean I start? And then the 1 I should be drifting?
Gosh, there's some clarity there. Okay.
I don't think anybody that's obviously people that are referenced in the material, we understand what it is.
Right. Okay. And then I think I heard someone start to talk about restart areas or something.
Yeah.
Can you explain that a little more?
Basically, if one of the drivers don't get a good start, they pretty much are requesting a restart.
Like if they get drug out the gate.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
Kind of what I do it is, I have that ideology that there's, somebody can always get beat out the gate, and typically I'll use it to like, since I run the event, I use it to like the discretion of the judges or whatnot, and we've done that in the past. It's like, hey, come on, let's run it back.
Right. So.
And
go ahead.
Oh, also, chase drivers being able to jump the start.
Yeah, so I do like the idea of chase drivers jumping the start, and that will be in the rules to start off. The one thing I don't have to really control the whole, because the reason why we have that starting chicane is so that the chase driver doesn't get left behind. But I use painted lines for 2 reasons. One, it's sometimes it's really annoying. Desync does funny things, and it doesn't it doesn't work out with like actual solid objects there that don't move. Additionally, this track is kind of meant to be a little bit more dual purpose. If someone wanted to do this as like a full race course, the plan is for it to be, I guess, all looped together. And so if you're running an actual race course, you don't want to have a bunch of cones to go around. But I think there will have to be some tight rules on it. The judge says, hey, you crossed the line, and you basically got an unfair advantage off the start for them to call that restart. That's a good point. Docen, or Hatrix, oh, different names, good to see you. We are reviewing the FDRP tracks for Season 0, as well as kind of launching Pepper Valley into beta in the beta area. So the track is out now. I will double check in a second that the download is working, because it's always good to double check those things. Second here. Judges. Restart. Anything else you guys are seeing?
On Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
You're good.
At Atlanta, at the long straight zone
Mm-hmm.
that has the drop at the edge of it. It would be nice to like have that more of like a straight edge.
Okay, let's go ahead and head over to Atlanta real quick and take a look at what you mean. Do one last pass on Long Beach here. Try to get a good one. Stalled a little bit. Take it. I'll take it. And so bad at that last section. It's gonna take a lot more practice. So heading over to Atlanta, have a little scenic tour, and I forgot what they call it. I think they call it the carousel at Nürburgring. A little impersonation of that, which is not great, but it is functional. And here is Atlanta. Let's go on board here with Danny as he does a run here. And let me know if you guys feel like you get the FD Atlanta vibes. You have a big fast entry. Position as you start to charge up the hill. You can't go too wide, but you want to take as much as you can. Tighten up here in the keyhole. Come back in for that inner clip. Now you're working your way back. Quick flick on the inside. Off camber, inner clip. And then you finish up the run. And so
replicates it well.
Appreciate it. Yeah, this is my favorite one. This is the track I've been to the most. My home track per se in real life, and it's so fun. I used the heights from Google Earth to try to get the elevation change as best as I could. In the end, I think this is actually a little bit of a shorter run up than they normally have, but it does get the job done. And then Badman, whenever, let's see where you are at. So tell me what you're talking about there.
Right, let me see if I can get my car right to the point where it's at. Like right underneath my front bumper, there's just there's probably a 180-degree bend there where it extends out further.
Yeah, I see
There's like
it.
a little bush there to my right.
Yeah.
It would be sweet if you could like smooth that out to the just a little bit.
I love the nitpick there. Like that's such a small detail, but really though, when you're making a map and you say, okay, I'm done, and you put a bow on it, and then you come back to find, hey, this is like destroying people's tires. There's one little change is in the way. This is good. I assume you're talking about like kind of smoothing this out. It's like disrupting the line and the flow.
Well, just a tad. If people go just a little bit out here and they just ever so slightly dip a wheel, maybe.
Yeah.
It will send them directly up in the air.
Okay. Yep. That makes sense. Yeah, we'll make that adjustment. I did think about extending that overall. I kind of ran out of room. Well, the first thing I do when making these kind of tracks is, ooh, there it is. Use a mesh to make the slope. So I kind of grade the whole thing. And so once I finished, I was like, oh, I really don't have a lot of room. And for me to regrade it it kind of was a little bit of a restart. So do you guys think it needs more runway, or is it because normally in FD Atlanta, if you go any further, you're in the rumble strips, you're blowing tires. That's a great example of the issue there. But you guys think that should be extended or no?
Feels pretty good to me.
Yeah,
So,
I didn't really have any complaints about that.
Okay.
I mean, maybe if you're going for a direct 1-to-1 scale, maybe extend it. But I think
Sure.
for the purpose of the game, it's quite well.
Cool.
I think the elevation and everything is really well replicated.
I do like the little ridge at the first inner clip. That nice little slant that kind of does a little bit textured of a road.
Yeah.
Gives your car a little bit of bounce like that.
Yeah, there's so much character to all these Formula Drift tracks, and the goal is really just to have those bits of character in it. Obviously, we can't capture them all, but really fun to get close. And that's one of those characteristics. Is it's once you're in it, you're drifting. You got to hold on, especially as you drop tires and stuff. All right, let's oh, wait, what is... You need to make sure no one is punching holes in the rules. That's a great way to put it, Bujay. So let's go for a chase. My chase game is not where I'd like it to be, but do our best. These are also some extremely high competition here. I did not give you a lot of room. Yeah, we go. Yeah, there's that. Throws your car up. The BDC boys just passed me by like I'm standing still. The goal with this too is, with the skill level we're shooting for and the event and whatnot, this is going to require some practice to really get comfortable with, and we hope to, drivers actually have to put in that practice to the point where, they can do it super well and be super comfortable in tandem, things like that. Go for a lead run. Looks like fun. Appreciate it, Justin Reves. Good to see you. Is everyone on wheel? No, not everybody is on wheel, and not everybody needs to be on wheel. There will not be any kind of ruling on that. It's run what you're comfortable with. There are a few that are on wheel, but
you may want to emphasize on the last corner that you're allowed to have a tire drop.
That's a good point. I messed up
everybody's
bad.
tire drop. Everybody tire drops.
Yeah, we're gonna have to establish some kind of rule on, is it 1 off, 2 off? I love that. I love that slammed. With those, that's what makes Beam such a fun drifting game, right? You get your tires locked up just like in real life. It just wraps you around. Nothing I could have done about it. I was offline fighting for my life. You were just right there charging. I would have been deemed at fault. That was good. But yeah, we want to talk about, normally we're pretty laxed on our stuff about if you're, I think the last one we did, we were like, yeah, you can be like 4 tires off, or 3 tires off. If you're 4, that's when you're in trouble. This will have to be a lot tighter. I think it's going to have to be a 2 tires off deal. Rune loves the blown ute. It's not a thing idle.
It's funny if you look at Slam's car, right? He's got the Grand Marshal Ute.
Yep.
All right, now look if I park my car beside his car.
Let's see this.
Like, look, if you wasn't far away, if you was far away from it, you probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference. His is like just slightly like more y-axis and d-axis.
Yeah.
And like they're the same.
They are actually quite similar. Like window shape. I'm looking at the window shape. I'm looking at proportions. Proportionally, they are very similar. Are we trying to go 4 deep here?
Do it.
It's a bad idea.
It sure is.
Ain't no such thing.
Oh, I over-rotated already. Salvage this. Man, way hot. I cannot hear my engine at all.
Yeah, you get thanks, Slam, for that one.
Oh, we're washing out.
This blower sure is inconvenient, but I do love boost.
The caboose was pretty rough back there, but you guys look great.
Definitely gonna take some practice.
For sure.
Oh,
Man.
I butchered it.
Just when I think I have the car settled, that balance just throws everything back in the air. Oh, I didn't realize I was on the bump stops there.
Danny, do you mind if I try your car?
Yeah, go for it.
Now I had Danny's car earlier too, but I'm gonna give that a rip in that.
It's not bad for something that I threw together in not a lot of time.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh,
Uh-oh.
oh.
Uh-oh.
I saw it coming. Now all I remember about this is it will snap on you so quick. On the initiation, at least. Oh, there it is. Let me check my music level. It seems a little quiet. I don't know if it's too quiet for you guys. Let me turn it up just a hair. Could be all these big old V8s as well. Actually, I want to try Slam's car. If nothing, just to hear the idle. I love it.
Say it is set up for wheel, so I mean,
Okay.
some controller players use it fine and they say it works well, and then others say it feels terrible.
Okay. Yeah, this area will be getting its own little paddock area. That's been clearly demonstrated.
The dirt plan.
Stalled. I mean, I didn't stall. Don't start the counter.
Danny, you like this car?
Wow. All right. I see how it is. I see how it is.
Do you like this car?
I think your car stinks.
Are you okay with this?
I mean that's pretty much the question I was asking. You know,
Yeah.
it's got like binding issues a little bit. You got let's see if we can-
Binding.
a little bit.
I feel like the Bastion does that a lot, especially the coupe. Like it just kind of once you're at full lock, it says we're here for a while.
Running. Are you running positive camber or not camber? Ackerman.
I have no idea. I don't remember. How about you tell me?
I love this car. Keep it tight. I'm gonna keep it tight. I'm gonna keep it tight. There it is.
Worked out.
Yeah, I might keep this for some tuning and research later if that's okay. This is
Yeah,
really
go for
nice.
it.
I love it. Go ahead and save this. Slams. All right, let's see. I kind of forgot about chat there for a little bit. Yep, lone V8, absolutely. Make a poll on Discord so we can end this debate between Kaberg and Rune once and for all. Wait, what's the debate?
Oh, the debate between
That's
who?
for sure.
No, I guess there's some
That's for
debate.
sure, dude.
What's the debate? Something about let me know in the chat. What's the debate? This might be on Utes or whatever. All right, should we take one more lap at this and then go to the last track?
Let's do it.
Shouldn't be this high up, just far ahead.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and Bad's backwards in the entry.
Nice. Oh, we're losing bad, man.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
I really like this Ute. This is great. This Marshall here. Oh, I always forget that off camber. I'm gonna cut that bad. So
Find that with higher powered cars, the longer wheelbase is way more stable.
gotcha. You know how often I get stuck just in this loop of like, all right, let me just do one more track. All right, let me head to the next track. Oh wait, it circles back. I'll just keep circling back. I just keep doing laps. It's great. But let's head over to the last track. I don't think anybody's gone there yet. Has anyone gone to the last track yet?
I don't
Yes,
think
the driver.
It's wait, what was that? Has anybody gone?
No, I said there's a last track.
Yeah, there's one more.
Oh. Oh.
It's
Is
like
it the parking lot one?
nope, nobody made it over the hill. Welcome to Orlando.
Oh my goodness, the banked corner.
Oh, nice.
So
Whoa.
this track, I have a mixed feeling about it. I spent a lot of work on it. I redid that bank a second time. Let's just see how you guys like it. Now, one thing to remember, Orlando, at least I'm 99% sure it's Orlando, the bank is not a perfect circle. It's not like a constant radius bank, which makes it super challenging. This bank is probably a little steeper than Orlando's.
Oh no.
But it does require a lot of power and a lot of commitment. And it's extremely challenging to get right. I've gotten it right maybe 5 times in all my testing, and it felt amazing. You're going so fast. But it's interesting because your car can be tuned for the bank and do well on the bank, but with that tune setup, it typically doesn't do well on the flat piece. They come into the final outside zone where they want to put they want to put that back tire right on that crease. Any deeper, their back end will lift up and their car get extremely disrupted.
Yeah.
If Danny can
felt
make
that.
it stick. But once you're in that pocket, man, you are glued there. You're good to go. That bank is a challenge.
You gotta be in it.
So let's go on board with someone that you ever follow Badman here. He throws it up on the bank, foot to the floor. You can hear that engine under load. He has to come back into that inside clip 1, inside clip 2, a little far outside, then parks it around that crease. Very nice. And I feel like most cars are tuned more for not banks, if that makes sense.
I agree.
This is going to take a lot. Hey, crawl space. Not making things perfect is so rewarding and challenging when you have the right tools, isn't it? That's right.
It was a very fun track to do.
You go, slammed high on the bank. Really nice. This is what I want to see. He has to dial it back in. Nice. Hitting all the clips, all the zones. Oh, he's going a little farther. He's going a little wide. Does salvage it. Judges would have to look at that closely.
Be right on the cushion there.
Yeah. The other thing I really don't like is the shutdown. One of those things that, oh shoot, I ran out of room again, and I had to make a quick turn out. The thing I found most difficult is adjustments on the bank. It's so easy to just get sucked into the wall.
No, you gotta be full commit.
You can see why this requires a high level of skill. We will be doing licensing essentially for Formula Drift, so while for now we have unlimited spots, you do need to essentially try out per se. There are 2 requirements to receive a license. 1, participate in at least 1 grassroots event. You don't have to win it or anything, but participate in 1 event from either my server, the RLS server, the BDC server, or the Zero server. And if you commit or participate in one of those, you also then just have to get recommended by myself, Shift Tab, or Tess. Essentially what we'll do is we'll take you to Hiroshi Raceway, ask you to do a couple things, drift the bank there, do a couple drifts, make sure you can really manipulate the car where you want to put it. You're welcome to bring your own car, or we can provide you a car. It's not to be too rigorous, but it's just to keep the competition high. It can be a little, what would I say, challenging or frustrating from a viewer perspective to see the first half of the show, the first half of the competition, all be essentially solo runs because the chase isn't really there. With that, these tracks are extremely challenging as well. So to be able to be at this high level, it's going to take a lot of adjustment. And what I really love about this too is these tracks are so different. They're going to require different tuning, different setups. There's going to be work in between rounds per se. So I'm really excited. Great job on the track. Yeah, thanks. Great job on the track work, though. It looks really great. Your decal road works really well. Your decal road has really improved. Yeah, it needs more work too, but I'm learning. I'm wearing a lot of hats, bouncing between a lot of hats, and I kind of go in spurts. So I think I did this for like 2 or 3 days straight, and then I'll stop and I'll go work on like the actual coding part of the overhaul or something, and then I'll stop and I'll go actually make some content. But gotta remember to join the Discord when I get home from work. Heck yeah, Taz, we'd love to join you. We're also looking for judges. If you're interested in judging, we could definitely use some FD judges. I will be announcing, or else I wish I could judge. Hey, we got a good battle there between Slammed and Danny. Coming in real hot. They get it slowed down though. Good stuff. I'm so excited to see some big battles here at this track.
I'm just going to bed.
But so for you guys, what are your thoughts so far? How have you enjoyed it?
My favorite track so far.
Really? Why's that?
It's fun.
The banks. Watching the cars bounce around.
Yeah.
And the camera angles are really nice.
It does help. It does work with cameras, right? It's not a huge track.
Mm.
Oh man, it's hard to get up there with this car. We're gonna have to do some work. Oh nope, that's not it. All the way back here, the back of the show. Okay, so the big battle between K-Bergen and Rune is between the BX Ute with its pop-ups and the Grand Marshal Ute with its blown V8 and missing taillights. Oh, which one's the best? Oh no. Excuse me. I'm excited to see, and maybe you guys don't want to talk about it, but you're more than welcome to if you can. What kind of tuning changes do you make to a track like this? You guys did the other first 2 tracks. I imagine you didn't do too many drastic changes, but is this requiring a big change in setup? Or are you just making up the difference with power like I like to do, which isn't always the right answer, but I like it? What do you guys do?
First thing I do.
Power.
Yeah, definitely power. Gearing is key. You want to have the right wheel speed. And I also want to track with banks this high, just because the angle at the car, I usually remove rear sway bar instantly.
Really? Just take it all off. Okay. What else do you guys do? Wyatt, no one wants to get more power, just increase power.
Yeah, that's all I did.
Yeah, and I know I got a lot of like eyebrow raises when they're like 1200 horsepower. Why 1200? Like that's so much horsepower. But there's gonna be some big tracks. There's a few more bank tracks. Imagine what Irwindale's gonna look like. I remember watching FD and just seeing people, in real life struggle with power on that track. And I kind of feel like I was almost at that caliber. I am that caliber of level in Beam. But yeah, the ability to turn up and down, I think would be big. Maybe you only need, 600 horsepower at Long Beach, but this track demands a little bit more. Insert Clarkson meme. Hey, Angry, welcome to the chat. I'm going to try to remove that sway bar, see how that feels. So now I would have thought removing the sway bar would add grip. But tell me about that change.
Depends on what you're trying to do. It usually does. Now, if you are struggling to stay up on the bank, that sway bar may help.
Gotcha.
Nope, it doesn't. It hinders you. I just took it off and did it a lot better on the bank.
Yeah, that's usually my setups are no sway bar.
This is a lot better.
You can get more in depth with like I know IRL people on banks for this track, they'll run staggered offset in the back, which may help their bank performance, but it'll make
Really?
the car drive really flat.
When you say staggered offset, you mean
So like let's say the left rear, because we're going into a right-hander, they'll put the left rear with more offset, so the wheel's going to be poking more.
Oh, wow.
And because all your weight's on that left rear under power, that will actually add grip. So they will actually like put wheel spacers and remove spacers
on one side.
to
Wow.
change the feel of the car. Yeah,
It's like some NASCAR level stuff of
It
adjustments. That's way cool. For sequential here, I don't think we got one on the Grand Marshal. Fortunate. We love a good sequential. Sumo says, I need this car in my life. I wasn't aware we had Grand Marshal use when I recorded my video. Yeah, so this is in the beta. This is the 2.0 collection beta. This was specifically made by Slammed. Just listen to that idle. Yeah, let me get a... Ever since Shift Tab went out and like had a baby and everything, has been a bit MIA. I've been doing the photo work and man, I've just fallen in love with it. It's awesome. Shout out to Shift Tab wherever he's at. I don't know if he's watching. He's probably busy. Do some depth of field stuff here. And all the way to the back, maybe. Go. And you get that nice view. Let me zoom in a little bit more, I
Yeah,
think.
he's struggling on that thing.
Yeah, bro. This car is not good on those banks.
No.
I mean, it's definitely gonna take some practice for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
And so the server will be up, obviously, plenty of time before FD events, just so drivers can have that time to track. FD events will be at different times. I'm even willing to do a middle of the night stream if I have to. A little 1 a.m. stream if that means it helps everyone else on the other side of the world participate. Kind of that F1 feel of, the races at random times because it's in different places in the world. I love that idle. One thing, also, I don't know if you guys have done it yet, but you can adjust the time of day. And I did add lights. Obviously, there's no light poles yet, and they probably will be, but I just haven't gotten to it yet. I just added the lights. It'll be a very simple lighting system. So if you
Can you sync the times?
Not really, not right now.
No?
Not with the tools that we have.
Okay.
What I'll probably end up doing though is saving the server at a time, or sorry, saving the map at a time, and then uploading that map for if we were going to do a night event. So like, Road to Atlanta to me is mostly ran at night. So
I love it at night. Especially
yeah,
when the smoke gets on the light.
yeah. Oh gosh. And I wasn't gonna buy tickets this year just because going full time, not a lot of spare funds to be doing spare things, but I might end up having to go this year again. It's so fun. It's a whole new experience over there.
I'll have to get together. I might go too.
Heck yeah, that'd be awesome.
Um,
Way cool. Anybody down in the south, we'll have to do like a real life event almost. I wouldn't really stream it, but slammed high on the bank. Took him a while to get initiated, but he got it. Badman gonna try again another day. If you guys could turn on your lights, I have it set to night. Very nice.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that looks so good.
I need to learn how to do that.
Change the time of day?
Yeah.
Just press escape and go to environment, the top. And then you can change it. It's just going to be on your side, though. We're not going to see what time of day you choose.
Oh, well, it'll be on the stream, though, when I stream it.
That's right. That's right. All right, let's see. Sumo says blowers fix everything. Heck yeah. Also, by the way, in the servers, I can't change the gravity client side without affecting anyone. Yeah, unfair advantages. Yeah. Again, this comes down to just, you know, try not to cheat. I hope we don't get to the point where we're cheating to win. We should just be here to have fun. Season.
Slam, I'm gonna draw the cards if that's okay. Just quick.
I go for it. Everyone else has. Might as well.
All I've seen is Grand Marshals around here.
I'm just seeing if others
I'll,
are handling similar on the bank.
Yeah, let me try like a BX or something. We'll give that a go.
Well, while it's on my mind, one thing we're gonna have, I mentioned everyone's gonna have to have a number. We're also gonna have custom liveries. So this is essentially how it's gonna work. So we're gonna add a little Discord area, and all this is subject to change, so don't get upset if things change. But and Danny's looking good in that Bastion though, especially with the lights. Whew.
Thank you.
But so we're gonna have a little bit of like almost a garage area of the Discord where people that are really into tuning cars, maybe they're more about building the drift car than really racing the drift car. There's gonna be a spot for them to kind of almost set up shop in a way, so you can work with different creators of tunes and liveries to kind of design your car, or maybe even your team. Who knows? As far as liveries go, the plan right now is when you come into the season, when you come into the FDRP, you are essentially a rookie driver. So you are not allowed to have a custom livery. You have to be running kind of a kind of plainer livery, I guess. You have to at least run the core sponsors. So a number will be provided. Essentially, the livery will be provided. You can still choose the colors and stuff, but it'll be a very base livery, kind of similar to NASCAR when they have rookies there. But whenever you eventually hit the top 8, if you ever get into the top 8, you are eligible for custom liveries. You can do whatever you want as long as it's, safe for work and whatnot. But you do still need to run the core sponsorship. So we'll have that in a package. So when you're creating your custom livery, you can just throw your FDRP logos wherever you want on it. Well, I guess we'll have kind of some designated spots. But that way there's some continuity in the event, along with, I don't know, I think it just adds that extra layer of FDRP or Formula Drift. As far as tunes go, like I said, work with different people. There'll be a spot in the Discord eventually when we get to that. We are planning to do some kind of crossover with Formula Drift RP and career overhaul stuff. So for instance, there will be a skin pack that will have everybody's liveries. That will be also in the career modes. That way, if you are also playing career, you can have your pro drift car in career. Additionally, what is it? I think the top 3, if you podium finish, that car for that track gets added into, not the career collection, but I think we're going to call it the Hall of Fame collection or something like that. Basically winning cars, kind of to memorialize the event and the car that won. So you can look for that, be on the lookout for that. That'll be for Formula Drift RP as well as the road racing RP GT250 stuff. And yeah, hopefully next year we can look back and like, oh yeah, I remember that there's Danny Boy's Bastion that won the FD Atlanta from back in May or March or April, whenever it is. Be a good time. Foreshadowing. Hold on now. I won't be a judge. I won't be participating, so I definitely don't have a horse in that race. Let me go ahead and... Oh, there goes nighttime. We're back in the day. Yeah, let me get a run up here. I'll chase. I don't need to run. I don't need to lead. Oh, he pulled away. Oh, I choked up. We're so off track. I thought I'd hit the wall, to be honest. I think I made a gear change and I forgot about it, never tested it. I don't like it anymore. Let's try to do a little adjustment here. Any final thoughts on this track?
I love it. I think it's It's obviously going to take more practice than a normal track,
Yeah.
but it's very rewarding once you do get a good run.
Absolutely. Oh, I went for 5th for no good reason at all. I'm sorry. It just dead hooked. We're going on the wall. So one thing I want to try as well is another kind of little test. I haven't really told anybody about this, but this is a little sneak peek of the grassroots event we'll be doing on shoot, when is the first event? Let me look it up real quick. Probably shouldn't mention that. So Season 0 kicks off February 8th, Saturday event at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. The day before, we'll be having our grassroots event. It will be at the same track, so both tracks will be at Long Beach. And the grassroots event is really designed or intended to be more like a tailgate party for the big event. Anyone's welcome. It should be just a good time. We'll try to keep some order of the track, but this is where we'll be a little more relaxed, bigger tandems. When it comes to FDRP time, the track will be ran a little bit more like a real race track and have some rules around that. But for the tailgate deal, I kind of want to do some drift games and just kind of some fun. Man, look at that battle. Jeez, Danny's all over him. Damn, I'll go ahead and change his tire for him too, why don't you? So we're going to do a fun little event. I'm still workshopping it, but the idea is cat and mouse. So this is a kind of throwback from way back in the day. I think it was like Forza Motorsport 3 or something. I played the snot out of that game. There goes Danny. And the idea is, so the lead driver will, there's one car for the lead role. Everyone's driving the same lead car. There's no tuning changes. It's just, it's like the shop car, right? And it's going to be a bit slower than everybody else. It's going to be capped at like maybe 400 or 500 horsepower, grassroots level, maybe even less. Probably actually less. But then so that's going to be the mouse. And then the chase driver or the chase car will be whatever car that driver wants to use. And so how this will work is, let's say Badman and Danny are battling here and Badman's leading. Badman will be in the shop car, right? The mouse car. And then Danny's going to be in whatever car he brought for the deal, whatever he wants. And then when they switch roles, Danny will be in that same shop car, and then Badman will choose whatever car he wants. So the competition, again, grassroots level, not serious competition, but the competition is going to be all about chasing. It's really who can do the best chase job. And this does two things. One, looks really cool, or at least should look really cool, and be really engaging, a lot of fun. But two, really sharpens the chase game. I really didn't pick up on this kind of skill or how I lacked this skill until I joined, I think it was Charles' event. We were all limited to a certain car, and at some point I had my car was pretty quick comparatively to others, and I started just chasing people. And I could really practice my transition timing and little details like that really translated well for a higher level of drifting. And so while these grassroots events are meant to be fun tailgate deal, they're kind of there to sharpen your skills and prepare yourself for the FD event, or bring drivers from that skill where they're not quite ready to compete in the FDRP stuff, but hopefully one day with some more practice and stuff they will be. Does that make sense? Kind of rambled a lot there, but I call it cat and mouse. I'm sure I'm not the first to think of this. Maybe there's others have done it, but I think it'd be a lot of fun. Do you guys want to go back to Long Beach? Or I guess we could try to do it here. Maybe Long Beach would be better because it's a pretty fast track. And kind of test that idea out.
Sure.
Okay. Does anybody have essentially a good mouse car? I have one that I think is good. You guys might drive and be like, oh, this is utter trash. You should do this, that, and the other, which is great because then we'll come up with a better car. But does anybody have that grassroots car they really like?
Depends. What kind of power are we shooting for here?
I don't think it's really about power, so we could probably go as low as you want to go. The one I'm thinking of.
Well, I shouldn't be in charge of that then.
Are you one of the high power people? You enjoy doing high power stuff?
No, quite the opposite.
Danny makes really good slow drift cars.
Okay.
Really good.
So I have this little 200 horsepower car. Shout out to Disco. He helped me
yeah.
tune this one. And it's just an absolute blast to drive. Now I don't know if it'll probably be okay for Long Beach, but other tracks I might struggle with. I don't know if we necessarily need to cap the cat cars. I haven't really thought of that part yet and where that should be, so maybe we can play around with that idea. But let me get back there. Actually, let me get back there a little bit quicker.
That is basically the exact car that I was going to pull out, too.
Oh, yeah?
Funny. Yeah, very similar.
And so, I mean, I don't know, again, which car would be better, or which tune is more ideal, but maybe we can figure that out here today too. And then that'll probably be it for the stream.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and step out.
Yeah.
I got some other stuff I need to do.
Absolutely.
Work on some graphics.
For sure. Thanks for all your help. I'm so excited
no
for the
problem.
stuff you're working on and to showcase that stuff in Season 0. So be on the lookout. We're going to have some really cool overlays, some really cool graphics. But thanks for joining us, JR.
All right, no problem, y'all. Have a good night.
Yep.
Have a good one, bud.
All right. So I'm back at Long Beach. You guys want to test this car out, see if it's a good mouse car?
Sure.
While you do that, Saint Six, welcome to the chat. How do you like that BX setup? I haven't tried the latest edition, but the early one was really good. It was really good. I liked it. Is the CCF in the new pack? The CCF is not in the new pack. That is a good guess, though, because the pack has gotten quite big. I think I had an old CCF config, is what you probably saw. But no, the CCF is not in the collection. Not great for drift as it may or may not be a lore-friendly NASCAR livery. Oh, you're talking about the Wendover. Oh, yeah. So you're working on your Wendover one. Very nice. I'm also going to step away for about a few minutes. So the chat is y'all's. I'll be right back.
Very peaky car.
Yeah, it makes all its power up top, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Woohoo, slidey.
Oh man,
Like
gotta
ice.
be like in the power band.
But not bad.
What little there
Controllable.
is.
Does it have a lightweight flywheel loader? Doesn't feel like it does.
I like it. Here's your little car.
It works. Definitely does.
Right. How are you guys liking the car?
It's pretty good.
They love
not
it. I
bad.
hate it.
They love it or hate it? Is that what it is?
Hey, at least he's honest, I guess.
Absolutely, B. Honesty is the best. I'm curious on not really what you would improve, but like what is your improvement, I guess? Because I'm not saying I never thought this would be the best car, right? But just a starting point or get the right idea.
Mainly for me, just power band. It doesn't make a lot of power until
At the top,
7,000.
right?
So you really got like 2,000 RPM of usable power band. If that makes sense.
Gotcha.
And
Go ahead.
another thing
I-
for me,
if-
sorry, was gearing too. maybe third, if you're using third gear around the track instead of second, that way you could, have more gears to choose from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you have?
It is usable.
Okay. Do you have the car of choice that you would use? I know you talked about you had a low power one.
I've got a few. I think the challenge for me is going to be finding one that doesn't have mods from our server.
Sure. Yeah.
But I think
I still have some of your vanilla ones.
Yeah. Well, which one were you thinking of?
I've got the.
Oh, this one works,
wait,
I think. Oh, no, it doesn't. Shoot.
Maybe I got rid of it. I'll show.
I could pull out the I series as well. So
is this it, Danny?
Do work.
Well,
that was the one that had that one had some missing mods. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Always the challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Danny, this is more like a rolling shell than anything else.
Yeah. If you ignore the lack of taillights and trunk and hood and bumpers.
Let's see if I can find a different
Not sure if I've got anything other than this.
Well, you know what? One of my favorite cars, Badman hooked me up with. Remember that Bastion you gave me for that event? Missing like every other fender, every other part.
Yeah.
It is one of the best handling drift cars I have in my fleet, and I love it. I wish it wasn't a V6. I haven't gotten the courage to change that out, but such a good setup car. You and your whole team are great at setting up cars. Awesome to see.
We try our best. We've been doing it for a while now. Kind of gotten to it. We're now like, I like to report, we're now like 100% stable. No more random crashes of any sorts. It's nice to have you like finally like all like fixed all the errors.
Yeah.
But we're large. Like, I think we're at 5.5 gigs.
Wow.
So it took a while to get there. I do like this little coupe you got going on.
A little oh yeah, I think it was Shift Tab that originally built it, and then Disco went in one day and kind of made a couple adjustments. I think I lost the original, so I normally run Discos. What we should try is actually let me get Sims mod in here a second.
My bad, time.
You're good.
Or sorry, not Sims, Saints. Saints has been tuning a car. I can add it in right now. Miramar out, okay.
A lot of missing mods. I always forget how many I end up using in these.
Yeah. It's hard to bounce between servers because you essentially have to do a fresh rebuild.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll have multiple versions of the same tune, just ones that have mods and ones that don't.
Yeah. Again, this tune is made by Saint. I missed that gear bad. Chase Badman here. Trying to reel him in. I'm excited. I think this kind of style of like the chase car now has really no excuse to get left behind. It's going to come purely down to drifting. Just, you know, again, this is a little grassroots fun thing. It's not a brand new series or anything. Oh, sorry. I was about to say we're running out of room there.
Yeah, that's. Oh man.
Oh man.
Gotta love the walls on Long Beach.
That's like,
Makes it interesting though.
yeah, I was waiting for you to start transitioning. I was like, wait, if he transitions now, it's gonna be real snappy. I'm not ready for it. I'm overcommitted. I really like this tune, Saint, though. Oh, the handbrake was not warmed up. Oh, I just got that wall. Feeling confident about that one, too. Got a sunburst on the line.
Let's see if I can make something work.
That'd be awesome if you could.
It's one of the things that I've noticed with the lower horsepower classes and whatnot. It kind of opens up to a bigger variety of what you can use.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cars that don't feel great with higher horsepower.
Absolutely.
I've found.
I missed third gear on that drift.
Okay.
That's why I kind of just bailed out.
Yep.
I was like, there's no way I'm going to grip up in time. And I was right. I love the echo sound too when you're in the kind of mountainous area or the kind of canyon per se.
Oh yeah, I was just noticing that.
Sorry, I should have just let you have it. It's like there's not I want to see him work that. Oh man, just a little too deep. Oh, didn't expect it. They put me in the credits on that one. That was nice.
The assist.
Have you guys seen the little jump drift on the return way?
Oh no, I haven't.
You basically just drift your way all the way back, going down the return lane, return route. A little jump.
Oh, nifty. That's pretty sweet.
Makes the return journey worth it, I think.
How long do you got? Like, what was your starting point with these maps?
Like, when did it get started?
And like, not like, how was your like approach? Like, how was your approach to starting them?
Yeah, so that's a good question. First thing I did was lay out a kind of thick decal road, kind of like laying out the size of the tracks and like how long each straight should be, the angles, trying to get it to look correct from an aerial view. And then I kind of had to like put them in the map, right? So or organize them, I should say. Like, all right, we're gonna start at Long Beach, and then Atlanta has to come next. Where do I put Atlanta? I'll put it a little further ahead. I probably should have scooted up even higher in hindsight, but here we are. And so I kind of just laid out all the tracks. And so if you actually look in the files, you can see the layout. Or if you go to the world editor and unhide them, you'll see the layout for the rest of the track, or all the other tracks. And so that part's all done. It's so funny when that happens. Yeah, and then again.
What the heck is going on?
I don't know.
Game is perfect, I swear.
Yeah, so then it would just start with Long Beach. You know, I would first things first is elevation. Long Beach is flat, so that was easy. Check that box out. And try to do all my elevation changes first, and then yeah, decal roads really, just to get the lines and whatnot, throw the walls in. I kind of did Long Beach, and then I realized, wait, a big piece of Long Beach is just a wall structure. So I spent, I guess, extra time and redid some things to make sure the walls really felt like Long Beach. So there's parts where the walls are more corners. There's parts of the walls that are more rounded. A great example is, yeah, out from under the map, the very last hairpin. You could have just done walls that perfectly go in that circle, but in Long Beach, there's some visual stuff that goes on where the walls kind of open up, so it feels like it's big, but it's really not that big. Little things like that, so trying to capture the feel, especially like in Long Beach, it looks like that wall kind of points out there right before you go in the hairpin. I wanted to make sure we had that piece in. Yeah, once I got the walls set up, it was just kind of down to texturing, and I could probably get a track done pretty quickly. The hardest part, or what I spend the most time on, is terrain changes and elevation changes, just because once I start, if I want to make that terrain change again, I have to essentially restart. So where it all starts. I'm hoping after working on it, I think it was this last weekend, I had the internet went out for like a night, and so I think I made Orlando basically in one night. I could knock out the others pretty quickly, but you don't want to get burnt out. When you're on your third track in a row and you're not feeling creative, it's not gonna. You're just gonna rush.
I did the Tomato and Fudge Kickers track pretty much side by side.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Took me a couple of tries. I was like, I do like the big white line method.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe I'll
It's hard because each step doesn't necessarily resemble the final product. It's just like a step in the direction you're trying to go, the way I look at it. So how do you feel about that car, Danny? Think we got a winner?
Not bad. Maybe, possibly. Might need a little more tuning here and there, but not bad.
I don't know how long you guys have on time, but do you guys want to do a little quick cat and mouse deal?
Sure. Give it a go.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think I'll just sit this out and watch. Well, I'll battle some.
I will sit down and watch because I don't have my setup 100%. So
okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
If you want to kind of spectate, I get, or not just spectate, but like almost announce or whatever. Let's go ahead. I guess Danny, do you want to just knock me out real quick, and then you can play with the other BDC people?
Sure.
I'm actually going to pull out for my chase car of choice. Where is it? Wait for it. Not used to going in here. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. I'm pulling out Slam's Ute. I really like this thing.
Oh man.
This is my chase of choice. So essentially how this is going to work is I'm going to chase Danny. I should have no excuse to get left behind. Now, it will be a struggle to keep it slowed down, and that's where, you know, if you bring the wrong tool to the wrong job, then you're not going to work out. But then what we're going to do is switch out, and then I'll use Danny's Sunburst, and then he'll use his chase car of choice. And yeah, I guess, Charles, you can decide who wins.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right.
Ready when you are, Danny.
Sweet.
All right, good luck, guys.
Oh, boy.
All right, Raceless keeping up with Danny boy. Danny boy keeping a great line there. Let's see how the U-turn turns out. Low power against high power. And Raceless goes a little bit on the inside there. Trying to accommodate Danny too as well. I know you went inside there to try to keep that, but yeah. It's a lot of power going into that inside turn.
Danny, did I hit you? Like,
Yeah, I had a little bump there.
on my
little
screen,
tap there.
I totally didn't. But the way your car responded, like,
I
ooh,
believe
that
it.
was contact. Like,
I
Yeah,
saw
there
the
was,
same
it was
thing.
a little bump. Just a little one, but barely.
all right, so let me, I'll just go ahead and get this car out of here. I'll take your Sunburst before you.
I'll warn you,
leave
it's
it.
very gripped up
Okay, I'll do my best.
for the amount of power. But... Alright, let's see here. Might just have a car.
I will say I was pretty conservative going in, especially on the first corner, just because I didn't really know what to expect. I hadn't really driven that car much, especially at Long Beach, but I got my confidence towards the end.
Yeah, second corner was a really, really close.
All right, here we go. For a third gear entry. A lot of clutch kicks, trying to get it going. I missed gear.
Ooh, a little
Nope,
bit of
that was it.
correction there.
I was like, maybe fourth, and
No.
it said nah.
Fourth
not,
is, I didn't even try to touch fourth.
not a chance on fourth. Obviously, Danny would get the win there. You kind of get the idea, the concept.
Home field advantage with the car. Almost
Yeah, that probably helped a lot. I guess, do you guys, what's it called when you just go back to back or whatever?
One more time.
No, like, I don't know if it's round robin, but it's almost like make it, take it. Like, Danny, you want to keep going, and then you go against Slammed here?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. All right.
Let's go.
I'll just leave the Sunburst out so you guys can keep taking it.
Okay, you want to go first, Slammed, or me?
I don't care.
Alright, here.
Sure.
I'll-
I can chase
Yeah.
that thing. It's fine.
Okay.
Honestly, I
Yeah.
think this thing is like well suited for both.
Cool.
Oh, I will use the pink flamingo.
Raceless, you judge this one. I'll be right back. man.
Yep. All right, Danny in the chase, Danny in the lead, slammed in the chase. Danny takes off. My camera speed is too slow. Big initiation by Slammed. Unfortunately, a little too aggressive. Be a bit of an incomplete. Now, Danny would still need to complete this run, according to kind of drift rules. Around the hairpin we go. There we go. Nicely done. Slammed hurries back to get in the lead car. Camera speed. There.
Can't wait to drive this thing.
It was fun chasing, not gonna lie. I mean, granted, you guys are obviously at a very high skill level, right? So it's probably, a chase here is an absolute piece of cake. But for drivers that aren't super familiar with drifting, and there's a learning curve where you have to get to a certain point, and then you can actually really tandem, and have those almost train your tandem skill, your chase skills. I think this opens the door for them. Yeah, Danny and Slammed re-lined up. Slam now in the lead. Drivers take off here as we dodge trees. Slam initiates. Very nice. A little wide. I've been there before. A wall contact keeps it going. And he absolutely mimicking angle. We go around the hairpin. Very nice. Who would have thought Danny would probably win this due to incompletes? Made the car. But anyway, you get the idea of how the competition would work. Yeah. Do we still have Batman?
He might have. Oh, there he is.
Hello.
How we do?
There you go. Batman, do you want to give this a run?
Sure, I'll give it a run. I think I will chase first.
All right.
I will use this.
Oh. Alright, just give me a second. I've got to adjust my oversee reduction every time I switch. Alright, I'm ready.
Here we go. Batman in another ute. We initiate here. Batman a little slow to initiate, but does get it going. Right in the pocket. Beautiful. Gives him space to transition. Hangs with him. Oh no, a little contact with the wall. Does keep it going. That was a bad camera job. Let me not do that again. They drift their way back. Little jump drift. Bloop. Very nice.
Alright, let me try that thing.
Yeah, I could use a little more power or a slightly shorter third gear.
Then what we'll do to end off the stream, if you guys are interested, we'll do a little rallycross, just a little 5-lap shootout or something.
Nice,
Got the track
like
next
that.
to us. That makes sense to take a sight lap.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Right? We'll go back.
Shift it up to like 4th and just fog. Like.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, it's not a 4th gear car, that's for sure.
No.
Well, Long Beach demands a proper entry too. You know, your whole run can be ruined by how you enter in. So, not having that extra power to kind of correct was what got the best of me. Well, and missing the gear that didn't help either.
And a very untuned car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The walls on Long Beach really limit your ability to make big corrections. Sure. You gotta be set up perfect.
Gotta be set in your ways, set in your direction. Batman going for sight lap number 2.
Oh, he's cheating.
I think that's number 3.
This is why
I
we
wasn't paying attention, I'm sorry.
still working on that rule book, but we have a new entry now. Just kidding.
Alright, this is the last one.
You're good. Very nice. I am so bad at that horseshoe, that hairpin there.
It's tricky. It's very tricky.
I either decel way too much, then kind of get choked up and I'm not able to pull out of it, or I go wide. FD drivers do make it look easy.
I just kind of tend to flick it in backwards just a little bit. And that kind of sends me up good, but...
Nice. Calling Badman to the line.
Yep.
Look at him. He's making changes. He's cheating.
Oh, you little. Yeah,
Nope.
I can hear it in his voice, too. You made changes.
You just had to reset his gloves, that's all.
Oh, wow. It's all for the better.
I made no changes.
All right, I'll believe you.
Oh no! It's so hard to correct from things. Slammed on the door. Uh-oh, big flick. Makes it work.
Kind of.
Clean.
Hey, he did better than I did. I put it right into the wall.
At least you got to the wall.
Should have had that sight lap, I guess.
I guess.
All right, well, let's hop in some rally cars real quick. We'll end this off with some rallycross. I think maybe we just all use the same car.
Sure.
That'd be
I
easier.
like that.
Could we just
Sounds
do the base rally car?
Like the Charrier, or
Yeah. Sorry, I was
I
not
like that.
specific.
that's Charrier's usually the one people think of. I feel like
Yeah.
Carrier is a great car, though. I tell you.
Slam would
Yeah, that's
disagree
fine.
with that statement.
Oh, yeah?
Absolutely hate this car.
Why do you hate it?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I crash a lot.
Okay, fair enough.
Skill issue, in other words. You just won't stay.
I will tell you, I'm not one cut out to drive all-wheel drive. It hurts my brain when I flick it in. And I'm supposed to steer in and give it gas. It's weird.
It is a totally different concept for sure. Bunch of orange balls are flying in. Runic agrees with you. Not a big fan. Grex, welcome to the chat. Nader, can't wait to see some proper events on this. Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. I'm excited. You guys are going backwards, but
Oh,
that's okay. I've never,
Noted.
actually, well, no, Slam's going the right way.
Um,
We'll do a little sight lap.
okay.
I don't know if Charles is back yet. Comes back, he'll join.
So just a base rally car?
Yep. Wait for the others. So this is also a sneak peek of, I think this is the next Rallycross track, or Rallycross event will be on this track. So
Beautiful.
Charles, we get some, anybody else that's will be joining.
Ooh,
We get
early
some,
practice.
yeah, exactly.
Beta practice.
I mean, I didn't make the track, so I should have no excuses, but... Alright, so let's do just a little sight lap. Nothing crazy. We got like a little right hand, a little left hand. This is here the biggest straight. Drop in. Little jump. Big sweeping left corner. You're gonna want to drift this if you can. Then a little bit of a harder decel area here. Loop that around. Move on to our asphalt. Small bump there. It used to be a jump, but then it was just too much for the track. Crazy G. So then we have Joker options. Joker can be left or can be right. I kind of flip-flop. Let's make this the main track and the Joker the shortcut. So what Slam just took there would have been the Joker. Then you're just moving right back around to the finish line. Makes sense.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
All right, let me start in the back then.
Don't mind me, I'll just start right at the front.
And like 2 cars ahead of everyone. That's the side.
BDC's like, we're starting 3 wide.
Trust
Hey,
me,
you can do it.
I
You're
need
right,
the
no.
advantage. I need it.
All right, let's do 4 laps. You gotta take 1 Joker. Best of luck. I'll do ready, set, go. Actually, wait, hold on. Let me see if do we have the command? It's good for testing. No. All right.
So Joker is left, right? Race?
Correct. Joker's
Okay,
the shorter.
Yep.
All right, ready, set, go. Slammed a little slow off the line.
Launched so good.
It is a sequential. I should have warned you. Well, you probably knew. It's vanilla.
Yeah, we're good.
Oh, sorry, Charles. I completely punted you there. I'm observing how Danny was talking about how he doesn't like this, but he's... Was it Danny or Slammed?
Slams.
Oh, my bad.
It was the guy in last place.
Fair enough. Batman being aggressive
One of
with
the
it pays
reasons
off.
I hate it.
Go ahead.
For some reason, I'm one of the only
shit.
ones that can break the rear drive on this car, and I'm front wheel drive.
That is impressive. Wait, you broke the rear?
Yeah, straight front wheel drive.
That is
It's happening
nuts.
to me the other day too.
I mean, feel free to reset. We're not taking this super serious. Get back in the race, have some fun. Oh, that's a massive
Yeah.
jump. I've never really taken that at full speed. At least not with this car.
The default setup on this car has the brakes all the way to the front, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Noticed that.
All right, I'm gonna start reeling in Batman here. A try. I can't. That's all I see is smoke. Oh man. I don't know if I should have made that dusty.
On this track.
I'm in the
Crazy.
wall. Oh, I don't want a Joker with Batman. My front end is destroyed.
No, you're good. I'm just, I'm just grandmaing along.
All right, I'm gonna do it.
I don't know. I think it burnt the clutch up.
We can do a different car if you want.
No, I don't get it. I don't know what I do to do this.
It's impressive, that's for sure.
I need to tune the braking on this. It's so bad.
Is there a rally car you prefer, Slammed? Or is it just you don't like all-wheel drive in general?
I mean, I should be able to make this work. It's just being really weird. I don't know why I'm only front wheel drive.
I lost track of laps, to be honest.
Oh, my
Yeah,
bad.
I was gonna say I kind of did too. My bad, Slammed.
Huh. I don't get it.
Gonna line back at the start.
Yep.
Slam just parked over there.
Yeah, I'm figuring life out right now.
I just need to change the brakes here.
That's weird. I reset. I have
Perfect
all-wheel drive for a little bit, and then
Then it just kicks out, huh?
yep.
You want to use what do you call it? The Hiroshi? The
Sunburst?
yeah, the Sunburst.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the Sunburst is good.
Yeah, why
I
not?
feel like that used to be the Rally King until the Chariot came along, and it's just off to the the closet for it. All right, this will probably be our last race, at least on stream. So chat, let me know if you have any questions. Runic suggests the Bullite Rally config. I cannot control that thing, but it is two-wheel drive, so maybe that'd be better for this group here, huh?
It's a little slidey, but it's fun.
Batman, do you want to rock that Chariot still? Because you're welcome to. Oh,
No. I was.
I know Slam wants to change.
I have. I wish they would, you know, in the vehicle selector, instead of like when you click vehicles, all the vehicles are pictured everywhere. You know.
Yeah.
I wish they would just give it like brand emblems and then let us click into those brands. First.
That'd be cool. Fun.
Yeah, because you got to scroll down so much, right?
Like you
Especially
put
if you have a
props,
lot of-
just like props.
Yeah.
True. All right. Ready, set, go. Slammed, not sleeping on the line today. Just gonna not go 3 wide through there. I might not make this so dusty. I might make that adjustment. I can not imagine how you're doing, Charles, being on wheel and whatnot, and with all that dust.
I am too.
Are you?
And shit.
Yeah.
Especially first person, like third person.
Oh yeah.
Because you can like, you know, that's fine. You can see still, but first person you can't see shit.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna make
There's
some
a
dirt
big jump.
changes. Oh, you found the rock.
You couldn't tell? I'm not rally licensed.
This could be my plan to be soon here.
Yeah, there is currently no licensing for Rallycross.
Okay.
Just kind of
Oh,
come
beautiful.
and join. The only ones that have licensing is actually Formula Drift, RP. Road racing does require qualifying, and then that'll kind of put you in whatever group. So you do have to like just at least be fast enough on the track. But other than that, everything else is pretty wide open.
Oh, that's a rock.
I got the rock.
Might add some more walls there too, actually, so you don't run super wide. This is good to test with like a group. You know, you make a track, you do it so many times on your own.
I think the rock is good.
I'm just thinking about outside. There's a lot of places
outside, yeah.
Yeah.
This thing does overheat, by the way.
Oh. No.
You're driving hard enough.
Yeah. I guess Slam won't have to worry about that then.
No. This car's had an easy life. Until I rolled it.
Even beat Charles here out of the Joker. Oh, he's jokering again. I think everybody jokered again.
Did I joker twice? I'm sorry.
I don't know. That's fine.
I don't know.
We're not
I wasn't paying attention.
just enjoying the vibe. And that jump is big.
You're a bad man behind me.
I don't know if there's enough punishment for going off track. You know what I mean? There's a lot of places where you can still go off track and get away with it. I think that was probably 4 laps there, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
They can get lapped.
You can always make the outer edges bouncy, like make them uneven.
Oh, that's true. That's a good idea, actually.
Go outside of here and surprise.
Yep, get ready for the ride of your life.
Either that or like mud or something.
Maybe some sand.
Yeah, deep sand, that would work.
All good ideas.
Fitting to the environment.
All right, well, I think that's going to do it for this stream. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. Thank you for the drivers. Shout out to you guys, hanging out. A little sneak peek and some actual drifting, some actual action on these tracks. Took a lot of good notes. Let me write that Rallycross note real quick.
I think you did a great job on the tracks, so I like them.
Dude.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. We got, what, 5 more tracks to do? And like 3 or 4 more Rallycross tracks, so we're far from done. This is only the beginning.
Pretty cool.
Been in works for a while. Ooh, that had to been scary coming over that hill. Cool. Thanks so much, chat. Thanks for joining. Fast as I went. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, y'all have a great rest of your night. Hopefully we get a little bit warmer weather down here in the South United States, or I guess in the better half of the United States. Hopefully everyone's okay and with power, and well, I guess Devin just got power, but anyways, y'all enjoy your night. We will chat again very soon. Take care.
Yeah.
Take care. Have a good one, bro.